especially have the opportunity to talk about many different subjects, and it's very important to talk about security issues as well. Unfortunately, we had the war not only in South Ossetia, we had the war in practically the entire Georgian territory, including Abkhazia, which was not an issue of the conflict at that point. But the problem with Georgia, Russian problems were not only about South Ossetia, and it was not the main issue. Recently, President Medvedev himself admitted that if we not done what we've done in Georgia in 2008, Georgia today would be, and other countries would be already in NATO. So that was the problem. So Russia, unfortunately, does not like to see Georgia and other countries, presumably Ukraine and others, to be part of the institutions that are based on the values and principles that are sharing the fundamental about the respect about the democracy, human rights, and the respect of the international law. It's the strong militaries in different countries is not a problem itself. It's a problem when the country with strong military have a bad intentions. So bad intentions combined with the strong military represents the problem. I don't see any other country of the Black Sea that are attempting to have other countries subordinated to it, or push for opening or constant presence of the military bases. I think the problem in Black Sea is the mentality of the certain people in Kremlin that think that dissolution of the Soviet Union was the biggest tragedy of the 20th century. The problem is that the people in the Kremlin still think somehow to resurrect Soviet Union, and this new idea of the Eurasian Union is nothing but attempt, quite pathetic attempt, I would say, to resurrect Soviet Union. But it's pathetic attempt because you cannot resurrect Soviet Union. Because you have Ukraine, because you have Georgia, because you have other countries, Moldova and other countries of Eastern Europe and other countries in Central Europe with different views on this issue. Quite opposite views on this issue. And you cannot drag these countries back to the sphere of influence. I would like to say and repeat myself to underline that Georgia wants to be a good partner, good neighbor, but we, as well as Ukraine, don't want to be a small brothers anymore. So this is the problem we face. And of course, when it's combined with the, let's say, the desire to gain to achieve this goal, and also to gain respect through blackmailing and aggressive policies. Of course, this is the problem combined with militarization. So therefore, I think if we want to address core of the issues, we have to persuade countries to respect international law. Just very simple things. To respect sovereignty, territorial integrity, and freedom of choice of the countries. That only then we can speak about coexistence, normal, civilized coexistence of the countries in the Black Sea and the Eastern European area. So we are for this. We will do our best to finally solve our conflict with Russia, deoccupy peacefully our territories, return back 80% of the population of both occupied Abkhazia and South Ossetia, and normalize our relationship with Russia, because objectively, Georgia, Ukraine, Moldova, and other countries of Eastern Europe and Black Sea fundamentally share interests with Russia, objectively, practically in every area, whether it's fight against terrorism, fight against organized crime, fight against aggressive fundamentalism and separatism. It's economic interest, energy, transportation, and so on and so forth. Not to talk about cultural, the field of education, science. And after all, if we do respect each other's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and freedom of choice, why not to cooperate on the areas of the security and defense? We are, I know Ukraine is open completely, Georgia is open as well, and other countries. So the problem that we need to address is the mentality of the people who wants to create the spheres of influence and who wants to push countries to be part of this organization or that organization. And plus, I'm coming to an end, nobody should afraid enlargement of the area of democracy and security. NATO is nothing, and the European Union is nothing but the area of democracy and security. These are two organizations that are the best providers of the security from one hand, and then the chance for materialization and realization of the potential of the countries to build normal democratic countries and thrive based on democracy. Thank you.
Thank you. Well.